You think you're buying your dream home, but you're actually buying the developer's mistakes. You walk into the showroom, fall in love. Fresh paint, smart design, that new home smell. But a year later, you're chasing down the developer for fixes, paying surprise fees, and wondering, how did this dream turn into a financial headache? Sound dramatic? Over 65% of new home buyers in Canada report serious issues within the first year, according to CMHC and BC Housing. In this video, I'm breaking down the 5 biggest risks of buying new construction in Vancouver, based on real stories, real data, and what builders hope you will never ask. By the end, you'll have a sharper eye, a smarter game plan, and way more confidence walking into any showroom. You won't just look, you'll see. And hey, if you're new here, I'm Chris Carr, your Vancouver realtor. I help buyers and sellers make smart, confident moves and avoid all the traps most people miss. And if you're tired of sales fluff and want real advice, hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment down below. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. Risk number 1, the real price of new. You see an ad starting from 1.2 million, Olympic Village, brand new. It's got that luxury feel, but that number, it's bait. That's for the smallest, least desirable unit. Then you walk through the show home, quartz counters, wide plank hardwood, designer lighting. You are sold until they drop the price for all those upgrades. Quartz instead of laminate, extra. Engineered hardwood over vinyl, extra. That mountain view, extra. I had clients in North Vancouver spend up to $150,000 in upgrades, and they thought most of this was standard. Now stack on the GST, 5%. You don't pay that on resale. That $1.2 million condo, it's now $1.26 million plus. Add development cost levies, community, amenity contributions, thousands more. So what's the move? Treat that price like a teaser rate. Budget 15 to 20% above it minimum. Get the full upgrade sheet before signing and always compare against nearby resale. What's the true premium for new? Risk number 2, new doesn't always equal quality. People assume new means flawless, but with the pace of developers are building in Vancouver, it's all about speed, not perfection. Rush timelines, cheap material, sloppy work. Waterproofing gets skipped or just done wrong. And that's especially bad in our climate. BC Housing has logged over 2,000 water ingress complaints last year alone. I've walked into new homes with leaky windows after the first rain. In Burnaby, one buyer moved in and the floors were creaking within a month. Mold followed. Why? Because the building envelope wasn't sealed properly. Here's the truth. Some developers hire trades that are learning on your home. So what's the move there? Hire your own inspector, one who specializes in new builds. Spend the $500 or $700 it takes. Research the builder. Drive past older projects. Ask current owners. Check reviews, Reddit threads, Better Business Bureau remarks. Look at everything before committing. And when you do your walkthrough, don't just rely on their checklist. Bring your own. Document everything. Do your best to push for repairs before closing. Risk number 3, the delay game. You sign the contract, move-in date, next year, easy. Then the emails start. We're delayed. Permit issues. Supply chain problems. Trades are behind. Months go by. Your plans are wrecked. And here's the kicker. Your contract, it's built to protect them, not you. They can walk away if costs spike. You're stuck waiting. So what's the move? Negotiate protective clauses, penalties for delays, or opt-outs past certain dates. Work with lenders offering long-term rates, and always have a backup plan, either month-to-month rental, short-term housing, parents' place. Don't paint yourself into a corner. Risk number 4, the depreciation trap. You finally move in, 2 years later, you need to sell. And I've lived this. I bought a new condo in 2022, great finishes, solid layout, amazing view, and I even received a $100,000 decorator's allowance when I bought it. I listed it in 2024, nothing but crickets. Why? Because buyers had options, resale units that were bigger, cheaper, and new towers were being built all around me. I was stuck in the middle competing with developers offering better incentives. It didn't matter how good my place was on paper, it just couldn't win. That's when I realized buying new doesn't always mean building equity. Sometimes it means you're just the test case for the next wave of competition. Here's the shocker. Your place might not be worth what you paid. Why? Because your new home is now used and another tower is going up just next door. Real Estate Board of Greater Vancouver data shows new builds appreciate 5 to 10% less than resale in the first 5 years. In Brentwood and Metrotown, developers undercut their own early buyers to move to the next phase. Some buyers saw resale prices drop up to 8% even as the market went up. So what's the move? Plan to stay at least 7 to 10 years. Want to sell sooner? Look at resale in limited supply areas. And if you want to go new, look for irreplaceable value, protected views, walkability, SkyTrain access, real amenities. And skip phase 1. Later phases often get better prices once the hype fades.
Risk number 5.
The strata fee surprise. 40 cents a square foot sounds great, right? Raw. Developers lowball strata fees to move units. But in 3 years, the warranty expires and surprise, your fees will jump. In Yaletown, I tracked one building that went from $400 a month all the way to $850 a month in just 4 years. In Richmond, another doubled from $350 to just over $700 per month. Why? Poor budgeting, underfunded reserves, owners were hit with massive assessments. I had this happen to me personally. I bought a condo in downtown Vancouver in 2008. When I moved in, strata fees were about $250 a month. Then the building was reassessed and flagged for inadequate power capacity. We were told that we needed to install a new backup generator, even though BC Hydro had previously said that the existing setup was just fine. Just like that, boom, strata fees jumped 40%. Plus, property taxes are often underassessed in year 1. Year 2, boom, those will spike too. So what's the move? Ask for the operating budget, have a property manager review it. The contingency fund should show at least 10% of the operating budget. Assume strata fees will double in the next, say, 5 years and plan accordingly. Set aside a reserve of your own for surprise assessment. So in closing, should you never buy new construction in Vancouver? Not necessarily. For the right buyer, new builds can be great. Modern layouts, better efficiency, warranty coverage. But if you go in blind, you are gambling. The brochures are slick, the showrooms are gorgeous, but the true cost of ownership, that's where most people get burned. Download my free Vancouver new construction buyer's guide. The link's in the description below. Inside, you'll see the top 10 builders ranked by reputation, the 10 questions you must ask, and real negotiation tips that will save you thousands. Thinking about buying? Book a 15-minute strategy call. We'll break down your options, new versus resale, and we'll see what fits your goals. And if this video helped, hit subscribe and drop a comment down below. Most agents won't tell you this stuff, but I will. Again, I'm Chris Carr, and I've got your back in Vancouver real estate. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.